Let me ask you something. Have you ever looked at your team and thought, why do they act like this? You think, why is the energy low? Why is the accountability missing? Why does it feel like nobody cares as much as you do? And here's the truth most leaders don't want to hear. Your team might not be the problem. They might just be the reflection. So listen, before we dive in, I want to make a quick announcement. We're launching a brand new series here on the Freedom Blueprint podcast called Freedom Fuel. And here's the deal. Every Friday, I'm dropping a short, focused episode, probably 10 to 15 minutes, that's built specifically to help you lead and grow your home service business. Think of it as your weekly fuel to finish the week strong and start the next week even stronger. I'm genuinely excited about the series, and I think you're going to love it. Now, let's get into it. Welcome back to the Freedom Blueprint podcast. This is your Freedom Fuel, the short, powerful episode to help you lead better, grow faster, and keep crushing it. So today we're talking about the leadership mirror and why your team reflects you. Because here's the thing, great leaders, they don't just build the culture, they are the culture. And if you're leading a plumbing, AC, electrical, or garage door, or really any home service business, you know that this is everything. Because culture isn't just what you say in a meeting, it's what shows up on a random Tuesday when nobody's watching. If your team is showing up late, cutting corners, and not taking ownership, you have to ask yourself, where is that coming from? So here's the first thing I want to talk about. Your team mirrors your attitude. Your team doesn't just follow what you say, they follow what you model. If you walk in fired up, positive, ready to go, guess what? That energy spreads. But if you're frustrated, checked out, complaining about customers, problems, or even other employees, don't be surprised when your team does the exact same thing. Attitude is contagious, and leaders, they're the carriers. Here's the second point. Your habit becomes their standard. Here's where it gets uncomfortable. Whatever you tolerate becomes the standard. If you show up late to meetings, you don't follow the process, you skip your scorecards, and you avoid tough conversations, your team sees that and says, cool, that must be how we operate. You don't need to tell them the standard. You demonstrate it every single day. Here's the third point I want to make. Your accountability sets the tone. Want a culture of ownership? Then you've got to model ownership. When something goes wrong, do you blame the team, blame the market, blame the customer? Or do you say, that's on me. I didn't lead that well enough. Because when leaders take ownership, teams start to take ownership. But if the leaders deflect, the whole culture follows. Here's the fourth point. If the culture is off, look in the mirror first. This is the part most people skip. They want to try to fix the team with new hires, new systems, maybe some new incentives, but they never fix the root, the leader. If your culture is off, ask yourself, where am I inconsistent? Where am I tolerating things I shouldn't? Where am I not showing up as the standard? Because culture problems are usually leadership problems in disguise. So, tell you a quick story. I remember working with a company where the owner was frustrated. His team wasn't following the process. They weren't using the tools. They weren't hitting their numbers. And as we dug into it, guess what we found? He wasn't following the processes either. He skipped meetings. He didn't track his numbers. He didn't track his team's numbers. He avoided accountability conversations. And the moment he changed, guess what? The team started changing. Now, not overnight, but consistently as he was doing that, his team saw it, they followed. Because leadership isn't taught, it's caught. So let's bring all this home. Your team mirrors your attitude, and your habits become their standards. Your level of accountability sets the tone. If you want to grow your business, if you want a team that's engaged and accountable and crushing it, you don't start with them. You start with you. If your team is a reflection of you, what do you see? And more importantly, what are you going to change? Here's what I want you to do this week. Number 1, pick one behavior you want your team to improve on. Number 2, ask yourself, am I modeling this consistently? And number 3, fix it at the leadership level first. Because when you change, everything starts to change. Leadership is a mirror, and whether you like what you see or not, you have the power to change it. So take ownership, set the standard, and lead in a way your team can actually follow. Now, don't just listen to this and move on. Apply it. And if you know another leader that needs this reminder, send it to them today. Hey, listen, if this episode gave you value, I would be really grateful if you took 30 seconds and left a review. It helps other home service leaders find the show, and it means the world to me. So listen, thank you for joining me today on Freedom Fuel. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss future episodes, and share this with fellow leaders who need it. Until next time, keep leading, keep growing, and as always, keep crushing it.